If your email subject line doesn't make someone say, "Oh, this is totally for me," it's going straight into the trash. Most people think you need deep data or creepy tracking to make it personal. But I'm about to show you a wildly effective shortcut that works even if your list is cold and your segments are a mess. What I'm about to break down is something I call implied personalization. It's the secret weapon that helps you write subject lines that feel like they were written exactly for your reader, even when you don't know anything personal about them. Stick around because in the next few minutes, I'll show you how this one trick can double or triple your open rates, even if your list is stale, small, or full of strangers. Let's start here. The old personalization game is broken. You know the one. Hi, first name, or hey, Amy, check this out. That's not personalization, that's mail merge with a haircut. Slapping someone's name at the top of an email isn't enough. That's the equivalent of your barista yelling your name wrong across the cafe and pretending they know you. Real personalization is about resonance. It's about a subject line that makes your reader pause mid-scroll and think, wait, is this about me? Now, most folks think you can't do that unless you have deep segmentation, ruthless tagging, and enough click data to make Google blush. That's false. Enter implied personalization. It's subtle, psychological, and it works like a charm. Here's what it means. You forget what you technically know, and you write your subject line like you're speaking to someone's current headspace, not just their demographic profile. Let me show you what this sounds like. Instead of blasting out, "Our new offer just dropped," you write, "If you've ever thought, what now? Read this." Can you feel the shift? That second one reaches into their brain and taps on the questions they're already asking themselves. Let's unpack why this works and how to use it today. The human brain is always scanning for relevance. If something feels like it connects to our current problem, fear, goal, or curiosity, we pay attention. Implied personalization skips the trap of fake familiarity and instead uses emotional resonance. And here's where it gets ninja smart. It paints the reader into the picture without you needing to know anything about them except one thing. They're human, and right now, they're either stuck, uncertain, or craving clarity. That's universal. Let me give you a real-world example from my own campaigns. I once sent a subject line that simply said, "What I'd do if I were in your position right now." I didn't use names, I didn't call out an industry, I didn't guess at income levels or past purchases. The open rate, 58%, on a segment I hadn't emailed in over 5 weeks. Why? Because it triggered curiosity, but also empathy. It sounded like advice from a friend, not a spammer pushing a webinar. Another one that crushed? This one. Most people get this wrong, but you won't after today. Again, no names, no segments, no tags, just implied understanding. People opened, people clicked, people replied. What's wild is that this works better than over-engineered, hyper-targeted subject lines in many cases. Why? Because too much personalization can feel creepy. But implied personalization, that just feels like relevance with a wink. Now, here's how to write one of these yourself. Start with one of three angles. 1. Tension. Call out a mistake or misunderstanding. Example, if you're still doing this with your emails, stop. 2. Curiosity. Hint at an unexpected insight or reversal. Example, you don't need a list to start selling with email. 3. Empathy. Speak directly to their headspace. Example, still figuring out what works? You're not alone. These work because they mirror internal conversations your audience is already having without you needing to know their full psychographic profile. Let's test it together. Imagine you're writing to a brand new list. You have zero behavioral data, no tags, no past opens. Here's what you don't do. You don't say, "Hey friend, we've got something special for you." That's fluff and they know it. Here's what you say instead. "Before you delete this, read the first 3 words." Or, "This is awkward, but I think you need to hear it." See what's happening? No customization, no name, but it feels like it's speaking directly to them. This isn't magic, it's neuroscience. We pay attention to anything that matches our inner dialogue. And that's exactly what implied personalization does. It doesn't fake knowing the reader, it suggests knowing their story. Now let's talk about how to stack this with positioning. If you combine implied personalization with a strong positioning point, like a surprising fact, fresh insight, or contra-belief, you not only get the open, but you set the stage for excitement. So instead of "Our new calendar tool is live," you write, "Bet you've never seen email do this." Or, Don't send another onboarding email until you see this. Again, it's about relevance, not reference. That's the thing robots and most marketers get wrong. They obsess over data fields and forget that the most powerful messages feel like they were written by someone who just gets it, even without asking nosy questions. And by the way, this isn't just about open rates, it's about trust. When your emails consistently feel like you understand the reader's situation, or at least their mindset, they stop tuning you out. They start opening your stuff automatically. Because your name means value. Your emails mean insight. You become part of their day, not just a brand in their inbox. And the best part, you don't need a PhD in audience research to do this. You just need to look at your offer, your audience's likely fears or goals, and speak like you text a friend who's swirling in those questions. That's implied personalization. It's fast, it's flexible, and when done right, it works better than data-heavy personalization that feels like you're stalking your reader. If you want more swipes like this, plus the entire system behind why these work, you'll want to grab the full playbook I created. It's all inside my book, The Connect Method for Email Marketing. Click the link in the description to get a copy. But more than that, next time you sit down to write a subject line, stop thinking in terms of what information do I have and start asking, what would this person be thinking, worrying about, or wondering right before they open this email? Answer that, and you're one step ahead of 99% of email marketers out there. If videos like this help you sharpen your strategy and actually enjoy writing emails again, subscribe to this channel. I've got plenty more coming your way. And for the full breakdown of the personal connection technique and all the other juicy tactics behind high-performing, trust-building emails, go check out the Connect Method for Email Marketing using the link in the description. You'll never write another generic email again.